Everybody, it's another episode of Pond 101. I am showing you some high strength quickcrete is what we use in the pond. And these are the bricks that we chose. This is like an adobe brick, smaller one, not so thick, so that we can try to make the wall as thin as possible so it doesn't stick out quite as far. I am going to take you over here and let you see the next stage of progress here. So we have lots and lots of work that's been done up until this point. Hopefully it's not too shadowy so you guys can see all the work that went into this. That area down at the bottom, you can see the liner that will be covered up by the pea gravel, and then these spaces in between here. So this wall will be built up all the way up to the top here and meet with the sandstone. Right in the area down here where it's the shelf, that's going to be covered with pea gravel as well. So that will not look like how it looks right now. So those bricks are going to go up about another 3 or 4 levels, and it will meet up with the top of the liner where the rocks are and the sandstone. So I'm going to take you guys over this direction. We have some work that needs to be done on this edge here where we need to kind of dig it and make it more even, add some sand around, and we're going to switch these sandstone, flagstone, whatever you want to call it, around to where they'll fit a little bit better. The ones on this edge, they should be workable. It should not have to be replaced with different ones, but along this side I'm gonna probably put some bigger sandstone so that it kind of goes over and still has some coverage over the liner. So up here at the top of the waterfall, we finally got that last little bit here taken care of, and put some flagstone into the concrete there underneath the bigger piece that is going to cascade. So that's going to have a nice flow down into the pond. So that's going to be a nice big drop, and it will be super beautiful. So that's what we wanted. We wanted a dramatic effect. My wife is probably going to come through here and go ahead and put some treatment onto the concrete so it's not so gray, and try to liven things up a little bit. Maybe give it a tiny bit of a sheen to the rocks and the concrete is what she is gonna do. So it's be like a little bit of a sealer situation going on. So as you can see, now everything has been completed here up the waterfall. I just wanted to go up here. Hopefully it's not, like I said, too shadowy. There's a mixture of sun and shadow in this area, so it gives it all sorts of different effects from the shadows. So hopefully you'll be able to see everything that I want to show you. So if you look in here, that's going to be the little pool that's going to go on in here, and then it's going to overflow into this area, and then it's going to come down and cascade off of that rock. It's going to shoot a little bit because that has an upward tilt going this way. The one down there is going to go ahead and just kind of have a sheet coming off of it because of the way that this is pointing downward. And then this down here at the bottom is flat, so it will, when it hits off of there, it will come down. It will pull a little bit in here. It might even go back in this area that I prepared. So it might pool a little bit over here and then kind of fall off of that area. So I kind of made it a little bit more narrow so that the water would pool, which is what I want, so that when it comes down to the bottom, it's going to be a nice big amount of water coming off the edge, falling down into the pond. So I'm going to give you a nice view from this angle of kind of what it looks like, and it's starting to turn out really well. Those bricks inside of there are for multi-purpose as well, to provide a little bit more structure from the inside. The dirt was a little bit crumbly underneath there, so it was a little bit tough to be able to make it strong like I wanted to from the outside. So I'm actually just trying to solidify everything and make it strong and sturdy from where it is. So those bricks are nice and straight. We'll go ahead and put in another layer and keep layering until we get up to the top. Like I said, this area here has to be flattened out and some of the parts kind of taken out so that this can be more flush and more even. And then we'll just peel back the liner and put in some sand, which I had already got, and we'll keep on keeping on. So after that's been done, then we'll go ahead and solidify those flagstones in place with some concrete as well, and then everything will be then covered up with some nice mulch. And then I'll prepare the sides over here. All of this liner will be covered up either by dirt or by, like I said, some wood chips. And then up in this area and all across here down towards this edge, we're gonna try to put some plants, so there will be some soil, different things that are gonna go in there, so where I can prepare for my plants that I want to put in. Over in this corner area here, it has a good amount of steepness to it, so I want to go ahead and try to even out this dirt here a little bit more so it doesn't just fall down. And then I want to put a cascading plant from the corner and have it work its way all the way down through here. There's this particular plant that's native to Africa. It's like a popo, and it kind of creeps, and I really like the look of it. We have some already in some pots, and I may use one of those for this area and just have it continue to grow like crazy going all the way down into here. So that would be really cool. And then keeping up with what we already do here at Troll Homestead, I want to make as many things as possible edible. So I'm planning on planting a couple papayas. They look really cool. They're like a skinny looking palm tree almost. So it's just a really nice look, and it will definitely match with what I got going on here. I'm thinking about some pineapple, guava, some different plants that I want to put in here. Then we'll also try to put in some flowers, some maybe some native plants, something that's going to be a perennial and last all year long. So it'll be nice and pretty and fill in this space really well. So that's the plan. That's the next stage of the project. I just wanted to let you guys know where we're at. So a lot of progress had been made. My family has been helping me out a lot. I just want to give a shout out to my daughters. They helped quite a bit. I do have 3 daughters and 1 son. My son is very small. He tries to do all he can. He's a little 4-year-old, but my older girls are the ones that help me out, and I really appreciate them, and I appreciate all my family for their hard work. And this is not a small project, so I needed all the help that I could get. So this bottom edge right here, all this wall here that was made, my daughters did help to make that. and then putting in the concrete and starting to make the wall. They did help a little bit with that as well. So I'm a proud papa. I love my kids. I love my wife for all of her efforts, and she's come out here and helped me as well. And we've done this practically on our own with a little bit of help from people from our church. So this is a huge deal. A really big project like this takes so much energy. We've been working on this for almost 2 months now, on and off, but it is coming together. It's looking beautiful, and I'm excited to see the end result. So I just wanted to share this with you all. I'm grateful for anyone who subscribes or joins my channel, and anyone who likes it and shares the content with other people. That's how I can keep creating content, and I want to keep making content because I want to spread the message of sustainability, and I want everybody to jump on to that train and understand that life is precious, animals are precious. Everything that we do affects our tomorrow, and any effort that you can make, small, big, you are creating an impact on the world, and it will be a better place, and maybe a place that we can live for a lot longer if we make better decisions, planting trees, trying to have enough food for ourselves where we don't have to rely on broken systems to be able to feed ourselves and to be able to have a sustaining